same trail. Same person. Fuck. That wind is not here today at all. I got bear mace today and a bear whistle or whatever you want to call it. Something that could do damage would probably be better, but I don't like guns. Guns kill people. No, people kill people, but there's no gun there. I don't have someone get shot. And that's a fact. Whenever somebody gets shot in domestic disputes, it's never pulled nobody pulls a gun out intended to shoot. Somebody pulls it out, and then somebody says, "Oh, you're gonna shoot?" And then they make a play for the gun in the accident and shoot something. That's just a case of shouldn't have had a gun there. I've always said that I don't want a gun because I'll kill people. And I don't know if that's true, but I don't have a gun, so I won't find out. So if I really wanted to kill somebody back, I'd have to take a lot of time to get a gun. By that time, probably wouldn't be angry anymore, unless it was some type of dirty Harry, kill my family type of shit. But I don't like them. I think it's time we need one. It's amazing. Places that have open carry, those places have no shootings. It's funny how nobody gets shot when everybody can get shot. So maybe laws like you can't have a weapon because you'll hurt somebody. Maybe that's a bad, way to look at it. It's like, wait a minute. If you make it illegal, one bad guy brings a gun, everybody gets shot. But if everybody can bring guns, the bad guy shoots. See, the bad guys won't shoot. It changes the bad guys into good guys. Not good guys, just citizens that know they could be shot, which is probably the best kind of citizen. People say stuff about the Old West. I don't even think there was an Old West, man, honestly. So we had cavemen, Old West, Industrial Revolution, cell phone era. Yeah, right. This is right where the bears come out of the mountain. We may get back on the trail. Right at this little crevice here. So they go across and down that. And that saves them a good chunk. Smart bears. They have better tires than us. That's why they can do that. Actually, they have 4 tires. With claws. Knobbies. Well, the bear standoff video, I have to admit, was a little disappointing because, and I'll tell you exactly why. If you get pissed, that's life. When something happens, you're filming it with your eyeballs. And I thought that I thought I had turned the thing on quicker than I did. There's probably only like a minute or a minute and a half maybe of the confrontation with the bear. But I turned the GoPro on and was gonna put the backpack on, and I was looking at that guy. He looked like he was gonna rush me, or not rush, but approach me. You know, if anything, for just curiosity, smell for food or whatever. So the bear horn whistle thing, I think that actually served its purpose. But I went and bought some bear spray anyway. Probably gonna fucking spray myself. I'm getting attacked by a bear, man. The dude says the can's only good for 1 shot, really, because it'll leak after that. So it's a $50 1 shot, just in case you need it. But I mean, to me, when I'm turning that horn thing on, I call it more of I call it a whistle. He didn't approach me, and maybe it was I think it was because of that. And then he turned and went up the mountain, so I think it served its purpose. It's just, I think the reason I'm not impressed is because when I do it, it's not really bothering my ears. But it is, I mean, if I was an animal, well, I don't know what it would be like, but I would imagine that seems very unnatural, bothersome noise. I'm sure they've tested it on something. Somebody didn't get killed using it. But man, I'm telling you, when you're up there at that spot up there, 4 different times now I've run into bears. It's a lonely fucking feeling. That time I was shaky, man. I was fucking shaking in my pants. I thought he was gonna come over. He looked like he was gonna come over. The footage was shitty because I was trying to get my backpack on. And I noticed that the GoPro gives you good shots, but it also makes things look further away. I think I'm gonna have to adjust the zoom on it or something. Just so, but I want it to be like that for the hike, so you get more of the widescreen view. But anyway. There's a little wind. It's crazy how empty this trail is. And then when you do see somebody, it's like, it's kind of nice. But when you see a bear, fuck. There's a couple other people that come up here. I wonder if they have that many encounters as I do. I think the biggest problem is when I get up to first water, I hang out there and rest and work on the dam there, and that's that time that they walk up on me, and it seems like they're coming down out of the mountains towards the early evening. Because I do my hikes at mostly the same time, and I keep having encounters, so it's got to be a scheduling thing. Because I'm pretty sure the bear I saw yesterday was the male that I'd seen previously, like 2 days before. And I think he's the daddy, the baby daddy of those 2 cubs. Because it just makes sense. They're in the same neighborhood. And after the cubs are born, the mom will fucking chase off the male bear, because the fucking male bear eat the cubs. Isn't that crazy? If you think men are assholes, shit, I ain't giving you no child support. I eat that baby. Nope. Delicious. No fucking 18 years of bills. Just kidding. Damn. Ah. Shit. You see the beginning of the trail right there. Right there. Oh, that's lovely. What the fuck? Probably a lizard. I have to keep my eyes peeled for snakes. Can't be sleeping. You don't have to look for bears. It's not a problem. Snakes. Could you imagine if we had anacondas here? I probably wouldn't be able to hike. See me running out of the mountains, chased by a fucking big ass fucking snake. With something that wants to eat you and has no teeth, really no stomach. a slinky wants to fucking eat you. It's like a snake is just a fucking, like a chunk of intestines with eyes. Almost to the top. What was that? I thought I heard a human. That peak over there, or that flat spot, that's where I put the Palestinian flag, the 6 foot by 10 foot flag. And I think somebody had stayed up for a while. Somebody was playing a game with me. I kept putting Palestinian flags up. I put 6 by 10. First I started with 3 by 5, smaller flags. And I'd hike up the mountains, down lower on the trail, and I'd pin them on the side of the mountain. And somebody kept taking them down. So after about 3 or 4, I started leaving notes with the flags that said, if you know, you got the balls to take down this flag for no reason, because you don't have a reason. Well, I know you probably did have a reason, but we know what that is. But I said on the note, you got the balls to take down the flags, text me and tell me why. And I'd leave my number, and you guys love my address too. And never heard from anybody. Now I started getting more difficult with the spots I would put them, so they kind of stopped. When I put that one up there, I think that was when whoever it was couldn't fuck with that. Because anywhere, you know, anywhere I put it, you'd have to make a pretty decent effort and just and off trail place, you know, to get terrain. One of them I did up here, but I know what kind of person was taking it down. That's easy. But it'd be nice. I'd be walking up the trail and I'd see a group of you know, Mexicans or whatever, and they'd see the flags and they'd be like, you know, they like it, because if you're not one part of the elite class, then you're not in Israel. Well, I'm pretty much, not entirely, but that's how pretty much it is. If you're not Jewish, you know, so, excuse me. And I tell them too, I'd say, yeah, that's pretty cool. Huh? I said, who do you think put that up there? And every time I said it, they'd say, you did, huh? Because they knew what I was asking. I made a really big banner that said Hitler was right. I never put it up here. I imagine I still could, but that one is a true statement. But it's received so wrong, you know. It's like you know, you gotta wake people up. You hit them over the head with something too much. It's like, but I don't like the tiptoeing with the truth. It's rather silly. And one of my, you know, the thing that gets stuck in my craw is the people who, I don't know how else to say it, believe the globe theory or whatever, and believe that but it's, I don't understand the argument. I don't understand anybody who could look into the topic and say that they believe the earth is round or globe, you know. I mean, anybody who says that, I would have to say you're really stupid, or you're just scared to change the brainwashing that's been there since you were a baby, since you could ever. First thing, one of the things you first learn about is they fucking put those things everywhere. You read the bottom of those things. Most of them say not for educational purposes, because it's not based on reality. I mean, all you flat earthers understand me. When you go through the process of trying to figure it out, it doesn't take long to figure out that, you know, it's flat. We've been lied to. And then when you understand what it's all about, it gets a lot easier to deal with. I drilled my mom with it again today. No success. She says the same shit. It's what you believe. It's not what I believe. Stop believing. Don't believe anything. Find out. You know, to believe we're on a basketball, it's almost all water, spinning through space. I mean, they made that model not because there's anything anywhere to justify that. They made it as opposite of what it is as they could, because that's what the devil does. It's flat, so they made it a ball. It's still, God always says it won't move. It's foundation. So that it spins. Not only does it spin, it's chasing the sun, which is a giant fireball. It's the most insane theory. It's the one that we are living under or fallen for is sun god worship. It has the sun. It has a circuit that obviously spins around us. It has our little circuit as a giant. It's like, dude, you don't have to be a scientist. You don't need any tools, any fucking binoculars, anything to be able to tell the sun and the moon are not that far. And the same with the stars. The stars billion. They say a star's like light years was made to make fun of you. You know, because it makes no fucking sense. The time you'd fucking travel in a year at the speed of light. Well, 1 light year is further than anybody could ever fucking even imagine going. Can you imagine 1 year at the speed of light? So when they say 50 light years, 500 light, they're fucking with you. They're laughing at you. 1 light year would be beyond anything that you could ever imagine. A year's a long fucking time. Look at that. We're only fucking in the 8th month of this year. Think if you're going away from the earth at the speed of light, still since January, where you'd be. See, now if you think that's science, sell me some weed. I'll sell you some. I'll show you where to get it. And I gotta admit, I'm a little skeptical about going to my place. Still gonna do it. It's just like yesterday, I was looking around that fucking corner the whole time. I just knew. I mean, I was looking for the mom and the cubs. Then deadbeat dad comes around, and he was very, he wasn't gonna rush me or nothing. But for a second, and I don't think I really got it on video, he was on top of this rock, and I thought he was gonna stand up and show his size. And if he would have done that, I'd have been running like a motherfucker. He'd have had to catch me and eat me full speed. Fuck that shit. When they show their size, it's because their confrontation is coming. We're lucky they're fucking California brown bears. They're the most docile bears there are. Okay, I need to look for fucking snakes. This is my snake area right here. I need to make more noise when I come up. And kick a rock ahead of me. This is right where the motherfucker was. Total PTSD every fucking time. I wonder how long that's gonna last. Fuck. Wonder if my stick is still there. I left my shirt and my stick. I really don't want to run into that dude, that fucking bear. That's... Fuck. A while back, before I started making videos, I was coming up here, right here, at this last corner right here. Can you make this last? Right here. And I'm walking up here, and I'm turning this corner right here. Right here. Boom. Bear. Right there. We scared the shit out of each other and both turned around and ran the opposite way. He made like a grunting noise and bailed. We were both fucking surprised. I think I peed a little bit on myself. Let's see. Man. Come, I'm gonna turn this corner and see a bear laying in my pool. Making some noise. There's my... Fuck, man. Ah. Oh, come on, man. Whoop. Whoop. That's not to intimidate. That's just to... Ah, come on, man, these fucking mosquitoes. That's just to make something alert. Fuck, I'm not confident. It's like, now I'm really good. Yeah, there's my stick. There's my shirt. Arr! I'm gonna cut this off unless I have another confrontation. I'll probably make another one on the way down. I'll try to be better this time if there's another bear.